A Raft to wandering otters, and today I'm going to make yet another epic trip to Costco. Good news, our skies are much more clear than they were in the past. We no longer resemble Mars. Starting to look like Earth again. And you know what? Our marine layer is playing nicely too. We actually have a very sunny, nice, bright day today and yesterday. So thank you, firefighters, I guess I should say, and Mother Nature both. So good job, both of you. So today I am going to be running to Costco, picking up Paul's teacher. And I just thought we'd share what sights and sounds and whatever I see along the way. I will try to get a little bit of what's new at Costco, although I don't expect a whole lot new because I was there, what, 4 or 5 days ago? 5 days ago? I don't know. What day of the week is this anyway? The days are blurred together. It's a super drag, the whole quarantine-y kind of thing. I personally don't think it's a complete hoax. I think there are people that are cheerleading for a tanking economy that would bring change to the White House. I mean, there it is, I said it. I think that's kind of like burning down your house to spite your neighbor, but anyway. I think there are people that are that full of determined spite that they are willing to root for the virus and the measures that we need in order to get the result that they want, even if it's cutting all our throats. So anyway, enough of that. And I'm not trying to open up politics here. I'm not even sure who I'm going to vote for. Okay. I mean, if I really have to out myself, I usually vote Libertarian, simply because I really don't like both parties. And I'll tell you another little secret. If you're not voting blue in California, your vote is pretty much a drop in the bucket. Just saying. All right, enough politics. I will add one more thing, is I have added a blue line flag to our array of flags out front, and there's a reason for that. 2 sheriff's deputies were shot by an ambush. No provocation on the fact that they were wearing a badge. And this was in Compton, which I pray for people there because that is a very tough neighborhood. But folks, I don't understand what is gained by defunding police. I don't understand what is gained by demonizing police. I mean, even if the police were evil, I'm not sure that's how you get along with them, by saying, hey, you're evil. There are things that affect people in the autism community with police, and you know, sometimes there is a point, like very typical is the autism meltdown. That's where your senses are overwhelmed, you don't know how to deal anymore, and you kind of go into a panic mode. And sometimes that can look like somebody that's so out of control, and things might be said. On our autism is no crime, or autism is not a crime Facebook page. Somebody shared that one of the local police where this person lives, she asked, well, if I need help with my son and if he's in a meltdown and kind of aggressive, what can I do? Well, and this particular city and this particular police officer said, well, You can call us, but if he charges at us, we'll have to shoot him. And of course, that's more or less what happened recently in Utah. Mom called for crisis intervention, and most cities, municipalities, counties have crisis intervention teams that are specially trained. They're sort of like police social worker hybrids, and that's not what came out apparently. And so this young man, actually not even a man, he was 13 years old in Utah, 13 or 14, and he was shot because he wasn't complying with the police, and they got scared. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, yes, there are problems, but I don't think just wholesale defunding police, wholesale demonizing police, I don't think that solves that problem. And I will never advocate, murder as a means of affecting social change. I'm sorry. And I mean, if you're going to say, well, hey, our American Revolution was founded on violent resistance, that's true. And you know what? Those guys were a-holes. They really were. And to tell you the truth, like Canada, like Australia, and like the other Commonwealth countries, America would have eventually had its independence from Britain, maybe even remained in the Commonwealth, I don't know. But we eventually would have had our independence from Britain, but there were some people that just couldn't wait, okay? And beware of that. I know I'm sort of like undercutting our whole American history, but I'll tell you something else. The American Constitution is just adds about 10% more than the English Constitution that predated it by about, 200 years, maybe 100 years. Okay, so newsflash. The U.S. Constitution and the English Constitution, which of course is not an actual written document, it's more like a case law thing where it's based upon precedent and practice and custom. Anyway, everybody says, well, we have our Constitution and, blah, 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 blah. But the English have a Constitution. Okay. So, and even during the American Revolution, the English had a Constitution. There was that little sticking point where the English colonies were being basically taxed without representation, but the British Crown had just gone into tremendous debt defending the English colonies in America. And this was their way of getting the English the colonies in America, the American colonies, to pay a tiny share of what the enormous cost of sending troops over there and fighting the French and Indian War, 7 Years' War, on the U.S. continent. So why am I sharing all this? Violence seems like it is this catalyst for positive change, but we don't know what America would have looked like without violent change. In fact, we might be in a better shape and a better place without that violent change, okay? So keep that in mind. When you see all of this radicalism, and then they say, well, our founding fathers were radicals. Yeah, and a lot of them were a-holes. Keep that in mind, okay? Just because the founding fathers got away with it doesn't mean it was the best way, okay? I think there are a lot of, and there's a lot of brewing sentiment, all the way from anarchy Well, here's another news flash. Anarchy doesn't work. And I just watched a video on Facebook. It was within the last month. A Walgreens on Castro Street in San Francisco was ransacked by 16 teen gang members. Well, I mean, I don't know if they're like official gang or they're just a cluster or a gang of teenagers that were bent on crime. But I mean, there's video of them just clearing the shelves, doing really vandalizing, and that's what a defunded police looks like. I mean, really, honestly, if I was a policeman right now, I'd be checking, okay, can I retire now? Because this sounds like it'd be a good time to retire. If I'm a policeman and there is this burglary or violent robbery in progress, am I going to go confront those kids? Probably not. Think about it. Let's go see the beach real quick, and then we'll call it a video and wrap this baby up. An important call from something like Social Security. I didn't hear all of the call and how they identified themselves, but I am about 99% sure it's one of the many scams going out there about Social Security right now. So, yeah, be careful and be skeptical. Roundabout. Any Yes fans out there? Okay, so there's Walmart. There be Walmart. And we're gonna go check out Marina State Beach, and then I got some business and shopping to take care of, so you have a great day. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw or heard. Sorry if things got political, but I can't for the life of me imagine why valuing the lives of law enforcement officers is a political issue. I don't know how we got things flipped around. I don't know how things got stood on their head, but I'm not going to play that. So I think Black Lives Matter. I think Blue Lives Matter. I think, dare I say it, all lives matter. And if that's political, I really don't understand the climate that's been created these days, because it makes no sense. Raft to wandering Otters. See you in the next one. And be good. Addendum park, either to the Marina Dunes RV park or whatever. I guess I guess it's finally got open here. You see, I don't see an office there, so I guess it's got to be an addendum to the Marina State or the Marina RV, our Marina Dunes RV park up here. So, just so you know, but this definitely looks like it's for smaller fifth wheels and Class C's and nothing probably over 30 feet. I'm guessing. maybe a little over 30 people.